So we're here at the Getting Away with Murder, Genocide and Politics discussion, and I'm with Vanessa Pupavac, who is the Lecturer of International Relations at the University of Nottingham and has previously worked for the United Nations Criminal Tribunal for the former Yugoslavia. So, a couple of questions, Vanessa. First one, obviously we're approaching the debate. What do you think are the challenges in debating such a sensitive subject, and how do you approach them?
I mean, I think any subject that's worth debating has its sensitivities, and if it isn't sensitive in some way, if there is merely consensus over the issue, then it probably isn't worth debating. Having said that, in any, we're talking here in very pleasant surroundings, we're talking here about a subject at one remove. We're not in the middle of a terrible situation ourselves personally, and therefore obviously we have the luxury of standing back and looking at an issue, and therefore one is sensitive to the views of others. We're not having to be sensitive to danger to ourselves in these sorts of surroundings. So it's a very different sort of context.
Okay, great, a very important, good answer. Okay, next question. You talk about newly evolving human rights norms. How are these shaped?
Well, there are huge debates about where law comes from, but it's essentially law reflects social and political forces and developments, and therefore contemporary human rights developments very much reflect contemporary developments. I would argue that in key respects today's developments in human rights and law more generally tend to reflect how we are a society in particular ways that feels vulnerable, and therefore there's a tendency in evolving law, including human rights law, to be apprehensive and rather ambivalent towards freedom. And so the evolving law, and including human rights law, has a tendency to promote expanding governance as opposed to supporting expanding freedoms.
Okay, thank you very much. Look forward to hearing more in the debate.